Activision just responded to the Cold War hacking situation. Now, if you didn't know already, Black Ops Cold War is currently unsafe to play on all platforms, as there is currently an exploit that allows a player to gain access to your IP, crash your game, and cause other issues. That was first reported 8 days ago, but today we finally got some updates, as Activision has sent a cease and desist to a company called lergware, who was the group or person behind the attacks on Black Ops Cold War. As you see here, reported by Charlie Intel, this isn't clear if this means the game is safe to play, but the person who was exploiting the IP address hack and crashing the game has shut down their hack tool. And on top of that, today Activision has publicly acknowledged the Cold War issues with a brand new Twitter account that they've created dedicated to being a source for updates regarding live game issues, fixes, patch notes, and more. Now, I know not all of you will agree with me, but I have to commend Activision for creating a dedicated platform to share updates, because as of recent there have been some very big issues with Call of Duty and the Twitter accounts just stay completely quiet on, which makes it feel like those issues are being ignored, such as the case with this Black Ops Cold War issue. But their first tweet on the account was that they're aware of recent reports regarding exploits on Black Ops Cold War that impacts a small population of players across all platforms. Investigations with partners began last week and are ongoing. At this point, I feel this issue is so widespread that of course they would have already heard about this, and it's great to see that they are publicly addressing this. And this all sounds like great news, good steps in the right direction, and a cease and desist surely means that Black Ops Cold War is safe to play, right? Well, unfortunately, no. The positive side of things is the cease and desist means that no one will be able to publicly download that tool anymore because the website doesn't exist. But if people downloaded the tool before the cease and desist, they have the tool, it still works, they can still use that tool to exploit the game and ruin it for other people, meaning Black Ops Cold War is still not safe. There is a good chance that someone could just come in and make another program just like what was cease and desisted today that will literally do the same thing. It probably already exists in another form. So the only true way that this will ever get solved is if Activision actually fix the exploit in the game itself. And when we're seeing this happen in games as recent as Black Ops Cold War, and there's even rumblings that something similar exists for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, this is quickly becoming a very serious issue, which I really hope Activision investigate and resolve quickly, because otherwise this is really going to get out of control. The public acknowledgement by them is obviously fantastic starting blocks, but the fact that this has been an issue within Black Ops 3 since 2021, and this is the first time we've seen them publicly acknowledge this problem within Black Ops Cold War, I would really appreciate them also acknowledging that this exists within Black Ops 3 on PC, because this is something we've been having to deal with for a really long time, and it's really frustrating, considering also that Black Ops 3 is still one of the most played PC COD games. I can understand that the game is so old that they just can't financially support the game to the level that we want it to because it's just so old. But if it was at least publicly acknowledged, that would at least make us feel like they still somewhat care about Black Ops 3. But with Cold War and potentially even Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, this exploit needs to be fixed ASAP. Now, I am not a wizard when it comes to reverse engineering or game code or anything like that, but Sirius, who is the creator of the community patch for Black Ops 3 to let it be safe and play with friends, chimed in his opinion on this, saying that this exploit will never be fixed, saying that there are literally hundreds of ways to remotely crash people on COD. Treyarch and Activision have zero incentive to even begin trying to address this because it would be extremely expensive and would divert resources away from future titles. And if that is all true, then that is honestly very depressing to hear. And I just feel if this is an issue that will affect future titles because they will all be running on the same IW engine, then like Sirius said, there is going to have to be some big resources put aside to trying to get this sorted so this can't happen in future. Now, I'm sure the question that you all have on your minds is, can you go on and play Black Ops Cold War right now? Well, I think for the majority of you watching this video, you should be okay playing the game. Hypothetically, anytime you're playing the game in public matches, you are putting yourself at a risk of being exposed to a cheater in the game that has those tools and are able to, you know, crash your game or get your IP address. It's not always guaranteed that you'll come across that, and there is a chance that you could play the game and you'll never come across that. But there is always a chance that you could come across someone in your multiplayer game that can do all these things to you. They could crash crash your game, they can get your IP address, they can do all sorts of things. And when it comes to Cold War Zombies, I feel on solo, you should be okay. And if you're playing private matches with friends, again, you should be okay. I feel like there's the only chance of this happening if you expose yourself to playing in public matches with random people that you don't know. The majority of the time that I've seen this happen in Cold War Zombies and in multiplayer is it's happening to streamers that are streaming the game live at that moment. You really are just taking a chance of this potentially happening to you every time you play Black Ops Cold War, so just play it at your own discretion. Just in case you weren't aware, this is an exploit that works on all platforms, so even if you're playing on a PlayStation or an Xbox, you are not safe from your game potentially being crashed in public games, even if you turn crossplay off, and I don't even know how that works or how that's possible. When you hear Activision ceased and desisted, you sort of get flashbacks of what's been happening recently with SM2 and X Labs, and it's painful memories because they existed to be a safe way for people to play these old COD games online, and we're seeing this happen to all these modern games, but we will just have to wait and see. But if we get any updates from Activision on this beyond what we've heard today, I'll be sure to update you guys here immediately on the channel, so make sure you stay updated by subscribing with the bell. Let me know your thoughts on all of this down below in the comment section. And if, like me, you're a fan of DMZ and excited for Season 4, a load of stuff got revealed for it today, massive changes coming as well as a brand new map, and you can check that out by clicking the box on your screen right now.